June 2025, Oklahoma City's Bricktown pulsed with celebration, thousands cheering an NBA championship. But how did a night of triumph become the final chapter for an innocent life? Have you ever felt safe in a crowd, only for joy to turn to fear? This isn't targeted revenge. This is the chilling account of random chaos claiming a life, leaving only questions. If you believe in justice for the unintended, hit that like button and share this story. At 11:45 p.m., outside the Harkins Theater on East Reno Avenue, the celebratory roar was cut short, not by fireworks, but by gunfire. In that instant, 18-year-old Lyric Jenna Lewis, a young woman with a bright future, was struck. Her life extinguished by senseless violence.
Jolene Dillon, right now Oklahoma City police aren't releasing much. They're hoping the number of people who were in the area when the shooting happened might help with their investigation. The violence erupting in the parking lot behind Harkins movie theater.
While they were responding to that call, a victim showed up at the hospital. That victim, an adult female.
Evidence from the crime scene still lingers on the pavement hours after 18-year-old Lyric Lewis was shot. An echo of a night someone's life was taken.
Officers here at the scene at Harkins located a pool of blood in the parking lot behind the theater, along with the shell casing.
The gunshots ringing out 10 minutes after midnight, and police are still trying to piece together exactly what happened.
The city reeled. Lyric's death, Oklahoma City's 36th homicide, highlighted persistent violence. Bricktown's problems surfaced again, and initial reports offered no comfort. No arrests made, no suspects identified. Fear amplified, joy vanished, replaced by dread. The city held its breath. Who fired those shots? And how did a night of pure joy end in such inexplicable devastation for Lyric Lewis? Welcome to True Crime Footprint, where we unveil the darkest mysteries and the most terrifying true crime tales. If you crave real-life crime stories that will keep you on the edge of your seat, you are in the right place. Kindly subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell, so you never miss any of our new stories. Your support keeps these stories alive. Lyric Jenna Lewis, born May 27, 2007, was just 18. Her life was not just beginning, it was accelerating. Weeks before that horrific night, she celebrated two major milestones: her high school graduation from Marshall High School and her 18th birthday. Her path was clear, her ambition set. Community college awaited her in the fall, a future meticulously planned.
Long live Gigi and long live Jalen. Long live the greatest. We did it for y'all.
Her father, DeAndre Lewis, spoke of a connection that transcended words, a bond he called indescribable. The loss ripped through their family, leaving a heartbroken 9-year-old sister grappling with a void too immense for her young understanding. From Oklahoma to California, family members united, bound by a shared grief, struggling to comprehend the senseless act that stole their Lyric. The outpouring of affection was immediate and widespread. Dozens shared their love for Lyric across social media, a testament to how deeply she touched those around her. She was not a recluse, she was out with friends, enjoying the city on the very night her life was taken. It's crucial to understand, this story is about Lyric Jenna Lewis, the young woman fatally shot in Oklahoma City, distinct from any other public figures sharing her name. A young woman on the cusp of her future, her life a canvas of dreams, but that canvas was brutally torn, leaving a void that echoed far beyond her family. Why her? And what chain of events led to this unfathomable end? The scene was set, June 24, 2025, 11:45 p.m. Outside the Harkins Theater in Bricktown, a densely packed crowd was still buzzing from the championship win. This vibrant hub, filled with thousands, became a tragically vulnerable stage. From the chaos, a figure emerged. Devin Stallings, 32 years old, stepped from a red pickup truck, later confirmed to belong to his parents. He ran toward a group of people, raised a weapon, and opened fire into the crowd. Then, just as quickly, he retreated to the truck and sped away. In that terrifying burst, Lyric Lewis was struck in the chest. Police quickly asserted that Lyric Lewis was not being targeted. They stated the shots came from a distance, and the act seemed random. It remained unclear whether she was the intended target or an innocent bystander. This chilling randomness underscored the terrifying unpredictability of the event.
Court documents revealing the moments leading up to 32-year-old Devin Stallings shooting into a crowd of people here behind Harkins Theater. Those shots fired, hitting and killing 18-year-old Lyric Lewis, her family and friends doing everything they can to remember her, hoping justice is served.
Officers here at the scene at Harkins located a pool of blood in the parking lot behind the theater, along with the shell casing.
Oklahoma City police officers arriving to a chaotic scene last Wednesday in this back corner of Harkins Theater in Bricktown after 911 calls came in reporting shots fired.
When officers arrived, the victim had already been removed from the scene. Citizens had loaded her into a private vehicle, driven her to a hospital.
18-year-old Lyric Lewis was shot in the chest.
Unfortunately, she passed away as a result of her injuries, and she was pronounced dead there at the hospital.
But police don't believe she was the intended target.
There were a lot of people out there, and we don't know if she was the intended target or whether it was something other than that.
Court documents detail two vehicles parking in the eastbound lanes of Oklahoma City Boulevard, Stallings getting out of a red pickup, then running toward the group of people outside the theater. Witnesses say they saw him fire into the crowd, run back to the truck, and drive away. Police were able to identify and track down the vehicle, discovering it belongs to Stallings' parents. Oklahoma City police say records show a recent call on June 10th describing Stallings as physically violent and driving a red pickup truck. Online court records also show Stallings was convicted of armed robbery back in 2011 and had a protective order filed against him in 2022 that was later dismissed. What police are still working to figure out is who Stallings was after that night and why.
We're trying to piece together everything that led up to her being shot and killed. So that's why it's so imperative to us to get information from the public.
How could such an indiscriminate act claim Lyric's life? Yet, the man arrested, Devin Stallings, carried a disturbing history. His record included a 2011 conviction for armed robbery. Online court records showed a protective order filed against him in 2022, though it was later dismissed. Just 2 weeks before the Bricktown shooting, on June 10, 2025, police records documented a call describing Stallings as physically violent while driving a red pickup truck, the same type of vehicle used in the shooting. Was this truly a random act, or was it an inevitable outburst from a disposition prone to violence? The immediate aftermath was a desperate race against time. Lyric's brave friends, refusing to wait, loaded her into a private car and sped towards OU Medical Center. Just minutes away, they prayed fervently during the agonizing drive. Despite their frantic efforts, Lyric was pronounced dead at the hospital around midnight. Her mother was awakened by the devastating news, delivered by a friend's mother, confirming the profound grief that had just begun. The details of this case are shocking. What are your thoughts so far? Leave a comment below. The randomness is terrifying, yet Stallings' past paints a disturbing picture. What hidden darkness drove him to unleash such chaos on a celebratory night? And how quickly would justice move against such a volatile individual? Though initial reports on June 25, 2025, stated no arrests, Oklahoma City police moved swiftly. Within 2 weeks of the shooting, 32-year-old Devin Stallings was apprehended and charged with first-degree murder. A juvenile suspect was also taken into custody in connection with the crime. Stallings is currently held in the Oklahoma County Jail. His background reveals a disturbing pattern. His criminal record includes a 2011 conviction for armed robbery. A protective order was filed against him in 2022, though it was later dismissed. Most recently, just 2 weeks before the Bricktown shooting, on June 10, 2025, police records show a call describing Stallings as physically violent while driving a red pickup truck, the same vehicle used in the fatal incident. This history provides crucial context, hinting at a disposition for violence. Despite the arrests, investigators continue to search for a clear motive. Police are actively trying to piece together everything that led up to her being shot and killed, indicating that the full story and the motivations behind it remain elusive. The Oklahoma City Police Department has urged anyone with information or video footage from that night to contact their homicide tip line. A critical element in the ongoing quest for justice comes from Lyric's father, DeAndre Lewis. His GoFundMe campaign states, "Police have already identified and arrested 2 individuals suspected to be involved. The family prays that with the public's and law enforcement's help, the remaining 3 suspects will be quickly apprehended."
She was here for a reason, and I feel like she served her purpose. She touched everybody around her.
18-year-old Lyric Lewis taken by gun violence.
She just had a long life ahead of her. She was a sister, a daughter, a granddaughter, a friend, a protector.
Lyric's father, DeAndre Lewis, recounting the gut-shattering moment he found out his baby girl was gone.
It's a feeling that you can't describe. When I heard it, it was just immediate heartbreak. It was just immediate world's over.
This statement suggests the family believes more individuals were involved than the 2 initially arrested, adding a layer of complexity. It implies a deeper, potentially more organized dynamic at play, and that the complete picture of those involved may not yet be fully known. Lyric Lewis's death was officially designated homicide number 36 for Oklahoma City in 2025, a grim statistic reflecting the reality of urban violence. 2 arrests have been made, but the Lewis family believes more individuals are involved. Is the full truth still hidden, and will complete justice ever truly be served for Lyric? The loss of Lyric Lewis shattered her family. Her father, DeAndre Lewis, described the moment he learned of her death as immediate heartbreak, feeling as though the world's over. The tragedy also deeply wounded Lyric's 9-year-old sister, who is described as deeply heartbroken. The immense bond shared with Lyric, particularly her father's profound connection, amplified the depth of their sorrow. The family, spread across Oklahoma and California, remains united in their struggle to comprehend this senseless act. In the face of this devastating loss, DeAndre Lewis launched a GoFundMe campaign, in loving memory of Lyric Lewis. This fundraiser serves a dual purpose: to provide crucial financial support for mourning, relocation, and counseling for Lyric's mother, father, and sister, and significantly, to donate any excess funds to local organizations actively working against gun violence in Oklahoma City. This proactive stance, transforming profound grief into a collective call for justice and safety, illustrates a powerful resolve to find meaning and prevent future tragedies. Lyric's death, the 36th homicide in Oklahoma City in 2025, resonates within a community already grappling with such issues. Bricktown's documented history of problems with crime means Lyric's death is not an isolated incident but part of an ongoing challenge. This context highlights the community's collective sense of vulnerability and a heightened demand for public safety measures. The widespread outpouring of love for Lyric on social media, with many expressing that she will be deeply missed, underscores the far-reaching impact of her death. Lyric Jenna Lewis, an 18-year-old on the brink of her future, became an unintended victim of indiscriminate gun violence. Her memory endures through her family's grief and their determined advocacy. This tragedy didn't just end a life, it ignited a movement. Seriously, this will ignite a movement for change. Go back and re-watch the details. You might see something new about the fight for justice, her family's efforts to channel their personal loss into a broader call for peace and safety reflect a powerful commitment to positive change in the face of unimaginable sorrow. Our hearts ache for Lyric Lewis family. Words feel inadequate, but please know you are held in deepest sympathy and prayers. May you find strength and comfort in memories of Lyric. Thank you for watching, for your attention, and for joining us on this journey of reflection. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and above all, stay safe. See you on our next video.